Hopefully you guys can see everything properly. There we go. Whoops, just a moment. I see I'd done a... Let me just turn off display capture. There we go. There we go. Let me just fix up the... Yeah. I think I got that now. Yeah. There we go. Sorry I'm late today. I just started my stream because I'm late because I was with a friend. For the last 2 days I had been with someone that I care about and someone that I know. And it's good to be able to hang out with someone in person. Especially when you get to know them and yeah. They're not a boyfriend or anything. This wasn't any kind of date or anything. It's just someone I cared about a lot. And getting to talk to someone that you know, then being able to talk to them, it's amazing. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you're all doing well. I am doing great. Especially after all that. I may do a stream tomorrow because I didn't do a stream yesterday to make up for that. So if any of yous feel like yeah, I may do a stream of something different. If you feel like it. Yeah. But yeah. Hello, Dom Games and Andy. Good to see you both. It's great to see you. I hope you're having a brilliant day today. I had a brilliant day today and yesterday. I got to hang out with... I had a friend come over for the night. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Griffin. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to see you guys. Good to get back into doing what I love doing. But I always like to take a break every so often to it helped me de-stress. It helped me take my mind off of everything that was worrying me. Yeah. And I was able to, yeah, socialise. I hope you had a great few days, though, while I was busy with a friend. I will be doing some more. Thank you. I was just trying to 3D model, then saw you were streaming. Oh, what are you 3D modeling? May I ask? I'm always interested in seeing what people make. Yeah, I do a bit of 3D modeling for my 3D printer, so it's always fun. Yeah. A little cyber deck. Oh, awesome. Those are always fun. I'd like to actually see that when it was done. Oh, I think that's one of my controllers playing up. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be awesome to see. Yeah. What are you using as the computing module? That'd be an interesting one, because so many interesting computer boards out there you can use to power them now these days. Everything from Raspberry Pis to, I think, Adafruit makes a couple. Oh boy. Blender. Yeah, don't know how really, but I just use pre-made models and mesh them together. Blender. A Raspberry Pi 4. That's exactly what I've got. Um, that's what I'm probably going to end up using for the next one I build. I've been thinking about building some kind of cyber deck. It's just building it. I got to find the components and everything. Yeah. So that will be fun to do. That'll be a cool project. Yeah. So that will be a fun one. I'm from a New Kids for concert. Okay. Hi, here, Brian. The model was Raspberry Pi 3, but I'm just planning on using a Pi 4. Oh, you may have to do some modifications, but other than that, it should fit. It's very loud. Oh, no. Yeah. I think Kat will join me soon. I think Kat may join me soon in VR chat. He maybe just plugged his headset in to charge it. So we'll just I'll just see if he's on. Maybe one of my other friends I know on here will be on, but Pinball's on. Hello, Andy. How you doing, bud? It's good to see you. I'm gonna have to see what new worlds there are now in VR while I was gone for a couple days. No. I'm just seeing what new worlds there are on VR chat. Just gotta find a world that's a nice lightweight quest world, which would be quite nice to find. Nice quest compatible world. But yeah. Are you watching New Kids on the Block? I don't watch a lot of TV and stuff these days. Pea shooter test. No thank you. How are you in VR chat? I'm doing good. I'm just looking for a different world. A nice quest compatible world that looks quite nice. If I can't find one in the new, then I'll just find one that I've got in my saves or recents. Remake RPD. No. Oh? Did someone just load in? Yeah? Interesting. Okay, let's go to this one, Friends Plus. And go! Let's go to this different world. There's one called something like Midnight Rooftop. It's pretty cool. I've seen that one like 20 times over. I get a little bit bored of going to the same world. So I try and find... Whoa, that's a bit noisy. Whoa. There we go. Now it's not noisy. Okay. There we go. Now I'm not hearing every kind of noise possible. Heaps of waterfalls. No clue where this is. It's just a interesting little world I found. Yee. I just come to various worlds and yeah. It's a very low poly world, so it's not too taxing on my computer. Yeah. I'm used to going to most of the crowded ones, so those are only one I know. Yeah. I normally go to the ones that are like open, or more or less, I go to ones all over the place, and I just spin up a private instance, especially when I'm streaming, just so I don't get bothered by people, because it tends to, you'll get a couple trolls that'll bother you if you're streaming and all that. Yeah. What's your favourite world, Volk? Probably the Ferality Luma. They made a pretty decent world a while back, and ever since then it's been pretty good. Yeah. Let me just see where one of my mates is at, if they... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And I'll just bring my... There we go. Did not like what happened yesterday or this morning on Discord. Oh, well, you're right, bud. I hope you're okay. Yeah. You okay, Andy? Well, if you got a problem, it's okay. If you don't want to say it here, you can always talk to us on DMs and Discord. Once I'm done with the stream, I can always chat with you. Because obviously right now I'm chatting with everybody here and anyone else that joins me in this particular instance. What's this? Oh, these are mirrors. Whoa. Okay, the fact that it leaves me with 50 FPS is impressive. 60. Okay, so that's pretty cool. E. E. Okay, there we go. Whoop, they fell off the edge. But yeah. Yeah. Also, I got my new graphics card working, as you guys might be able to tell. I'm running at 60 to 70 frames when I'm doing streams now. I normally would only be able to do like 30 to 40. It makes streaming a lot more nicer for me. Yeah. I'm fine, we just had to deal with a troll. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. But hey, bud, for every one person that hates you, there are a lot more people who care about you. That's a true fact. I just joined the Discord. Yay! I'm on Kit's one as well. He's a good friend of mine. If you're on my one, I'm also there. I'm always up for talking. It's good to see you guys as well. I missed doing the stream on Sunday on on Saturday because I went out with my friend to the markets and had a brilliant time. I absolutely enjoyed it. I got to show him what I do in the weekends from time to time, and it was fun. I had a great time. I just had to. I actually needed that. I actually just needed some time with someone that I cared about. Just to be able to, have a good time with someone is great. Oh, thank you. Yeah. That's something I will commission at some point. That's a loud bike. Sorry about that, guys. I got my window open to let fresh air in my room. So if you do hear loud vehicles passing by, sorry in advance. Yeah. I am planning on commissioning some wings, some fursuit wings at some point too. Maybe a bodysuit. As I really do like the idea of having my own full fursuit and all that. Yeah. I think I'll probably get my fursuit back by Monday, probably by like Wednesday or Thursday. My fursuit head. If not, I'll just have to see what's going on with that. But for the most part, yeah. Oh, there's Kit. Hey, bud.
Hello. Hello.
It's good to see you, mate.
Mlem.
It's great to see you.
By the way, that was a first. You were joinable for once. I didn't have to request an invite.
Yeah, I set it to blue.
Cool.
How you doing?
Also, hi guys. Mlem. Also, you were in one of the things I can't see, I think.
Oh, yeah, let me change that. I forgot about that.
That's okay.
There we go. Just give that a moment to
That
load.
I can see, and that. Mlem. I can't lean over too terribly well when I'm sitting in a chair. My head hits a,
Oh, no.
what's it called?
Lamp?
A miniature air conditioner, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, miniature, climate control system. It's an air conditioner and a, heater whenever it needs to be.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. The reason I'm late is because I literally was, with I had a friend come over to my house.
Cool.
Yeah, it was an overnight thing.
Well, hopefully that was fun.
It was amazing.
Oh.
Yeah,
no, occasionally a couple of my friends will come over as well. Me and Rick tend to have moments of, hey, you want to come over, hang out for a day or two?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just good being able to have people you can hang out with relatively close by.
Yeah. Dom Games. Hey, Volt, can you post a link to an animation in Safe Work Art on Discord? What one? Depends. Like, I don't normally have a problem with Safe Work Art, like, for the most part. Yeah. If it's just going straight to Safe Work Art on my Discord, you should just be able to post it there. You should just be able to paste that link there if you want to. Yeah. But yeah. Now that I've got my new graphics card, I can actually
Yum.
I can actually stream at 60 right now in this little world.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good for when I'm streaming and doing all this. we'll be giving this fluff, if everything goes to plan, my old graphics card.
Which would be a tremendous help.
For everything
So
that
again,
you've done,
Thank you and yum.
for everything that you do, man, it's a big thank you.
Oh well, thank you. Yum.
Yee.
Also, by the way, sorry it took so long for me to get my headset set up.
That's all good.
I've been trying to do some recording with this thing, and
Oh, yeah.
well,
Did it go alright for you?
there
or?
may be a fun new series coming up.
Yeah, it actually went better than I thought it would.
That's great to hear,
So-
mate. That's good.
Yeah.
That's something to look forward to from Kit. Yee. Oh, hello, Apple Seed Smoothie. How you doing? Yee.
Ew.
I don't like trolls. I don't either, really, that much, Andy. Yeah.
I don't think anyone likes trolls.
Yeah. Yee.
I mean, other trolls might think they're amusing, but
Yeah, normally.
oh well.
Oh, fun thing. Me and my friend were playing around with some software and stuff, and we managed to actually get a VoIP phone working on my computer.
Nice.
I should actually be able to ring you now.
Well, cool.
Yeah,
That
although,
would be
yeah,
weirdly interesting.
yeah, it's one of those ones that shows up as like a different number and some other weird things. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, she set it up all south. It's amazing. But yeah. Yeah, we had a fun time. I got to show him around one of the local restaurants. I posted a picture in Clean Gallery of one of the
By the way,
yes.
I saw that picture the other day, like almost right before I had eaten. Thanks.
My stomach had never growled so loud. That looked good.
Yeah, my uncle made that. He's a damn good chef.
Ooh, lucky.
If you ever want to come to New Zealand, I'll show you a great place to eat, man. I'd love to have you over
Cool.
here
I
in Picton.
mean, visiting that part of the world is kind of on my bucket list, so here's hoping I'll actually manage to get over there one of these days.
I'll help you if you need it, especially if you need a place to stay for the night.
Well, yeah.
Consider it done.
Well, yay. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the things I was kind of trying to figure out for a while was what are hotels like over there?
They're a bit like the American ones. Some of them are. Then we've got some backpacker ones which are like $20 New Zealand in our town. So like, if for some reason you wanted your own place for various reasons for the night, then say $20 a night.
Nice.
So yeah, $20 New Zealand, which is damn cheap for a room for a night for a bed. There you go.
That, if memory serves, is actually just a little above, or either a little above or a little below. You said 20 New Zealand, that'd be about $10, US.
Oh yeah.
That is cheap. That is a really good deal.
Yep. Yeah, they're right next to the ferry terminal, so like you would just be able to walk with your bags straight to this backpackers and yeah.
Nice.
So for any reason,
Ooh.
yeah.
That is a heck of a lot better than what we had to pay last time we went to a convention. Take a wild guess.
I can imagine somewhere in the hundreds.
For the week, it was nearly, I think, $1,200, $1,300 US.
Holy moly! Is that like for
close
2
to
or 3 nights?
2,600 for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was for five nights.
Dang.
But that's over $2,000 for y'all over there.
Yeah. Hotels are fun, but where I live, they're very expensive. Yeah, some of them over here can be, and yeah. But I guess they're higher quality rooms and all that. I guess.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I've I've seen places that are really overpriced for what they actually give you.
Oh yeah.
There was a hotel that me and my brother and my mate stayed in that was, it really should not have been priced the way it was. We paid close to like $800 for a week.
Oh,
In
dang.
that time, our bathroom nearly flooded. The
Oh,
roof to, or the ceiling to our bathroom started dripping whenever the people upstairs flushed the toilet, and the
oh,
room nearly caught on fire.
So it was
dang.
just ever so slightly not worth that much money. Actually, no, it was really not worth that amount of money.
Yeah, that's more or less health and safety risk right there. Yeah. It's
Apparently,
like,
they got in trouble for that too.
I wouldn't be surprised if that many problems going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The place next door to them was really nice, though.
I could imagine. Oh well. Yeah. So, yeah, we had a great time. Went through to Blenheim yesterday and went and did some shopping and some other stuff, and yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yep, it was. We were able to it's just one of those things that really I needed just mid-year. I just needed someone to be around and just
Yeah.
But yeah, that was nice, and he said he wanted to come back down, and I may end up trying to invite other furs down for the weekend or something at some other point.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
may
there
end
we
up
go.
going and seeing up. I may end up going up to Hamilton, which is like near Auckland, and seeing him as well. So, yeah,
Your paw just went weird.
yeah. And occasionally the tracking on my headset just goes bork.
I know. All of a sudden, it was just all of a sudden you were doing this.
Yep, that's about right.
Like,
That's about right.
paw flying everywhere.
Yep. I'm never drinking Coca-Cola again. It's just to say it upsets my stomach. Oh well. There's a lot of other things you can
Aw.
drink instead. Maybe a nice bit of homemade lemonade.
Tea.
Yep,
Tea.
that's a good one. I
Uh,
drink that quite often.
I've found there's a lot of different teas that I like recently. So
It's one of those. I've been on a tea kick.
Fair enough.
Makes for a really good thing to keep you hydrated.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of minerals and stuff in it that can help with your body as well. Yeah. If you want to give it a little bit of a kick of sweetness to it, just add a little bit of honey or something to it. Maybe a little lemon juice or something to add a tang. Yeah.
Yep.
if you're in an area that doesn't get too terribly much honey but gets like more desert plants, there's also agave syrup.
Agave syrup? What's that?
Yep. Agave is a plant. You know what tequila is, right?
Yeah, it's a type
Like
of...
specifically the drink tequila.
Yeah, it's a type of...
Agave
alcohol.
is what tequila is made out of.
Oh!
The agave plant can also be the plant itself can be reduced down into sort of a syrup
Oh, yeah, kind of like
that is
molasses?
really, really, really sweet. Kind of. If you cook it down until it starts to brown, you get like more of a molasses kind of a smoky flavor.
Oh, yeah.
But if you just kind of render
Reduce
it down and don't heat it too much, you'll wind up with what's called a blonde syrup, which is almost completely white. Or,
Oh,
well, completely clear.
interesting. There you go.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much 1-to-1 with honey.
It just doesn't have the
Same taste and texture.
antibiotic.
Yeah.
Well, no, and it's also not an antibiotic.
Yeah. Yeah, I've can't wait to be able to extract honey from that hive. The hives that I've got, they're amazing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I've got a
I saw
video on
you
my
had been,
yeah. I put a video on my second channel.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I need to go watch that.
yeah, it's impressive.
You know,
Beekeeping has always kind of been something that I've been fascinated by.
I can't do it where I live
Yeah,
because technically it would be illegal,
mm,
but
yeah.
there's really no point in trying to keep bees when you're in a small area.
Yeah. Over here it's a little different with the bylaws, but just a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
You could have 2 beehives on a residential property in some areas. Yeah.
Over here, it's considered a public safety concern.
Oh, I can imagine.
So unless you have a certain amount of land, you can't keep any.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Minimum of 1 acre required for,
Bees.
I think it's 2
or 3 hives.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Always something I've wanted to do, though.
Oh, well. I'm sure one of your friends maybe out in the countryside could easily be able to have
Oh, yeah.
bees.
Yeah, that, and one of these days I'm actually hoping to be able to get a little ways out of California and actually get a bit of land myself.
Hmm.
That's a ways off, though. That's me and
Yeah.
a couple family members have been planning something for
Yeah.
like nearly a decade now.
Get
Yeah.
that saving sorted. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm always there for help. If I can find a way to help this fluff, I always try. Because he's been there for me,
He's actually helped.
and I'll be there for you.
Volkir has actually, weirdly enough, been helping me out on a nearly daily basis. I don't know if you realize those little short videos that you've been sending me.
Hmm?
Every time I wake up and see one of those, it feels like the perfect start to a day. So thank you.
But that's all good, bud.
They've really helped. They've really helped my mood lately.
You know, you can always chat with me if you need someone to talk to, man.
I know.
Yeah. Probably one of my all-time favorite drinks, if you're looking for something to replace your normal sodas. Ramune, if you can even find it. It's a bit of a Japanese-style soda. It tastes a lot different and has different things in it. So that may be an option for you if you don't want to drink
if you're
cola.
living in America,
If you're living in America, if you want to get the stuff that you just mentioned, Ramune, you can get it at a store that's pretty much anywhere on the West Coast
Yeah?
called KP International.
Oh,
Yeah, they have an entire selection of them. It's wonderful.
great. There you go. If they've got an online store, you'll probably be able to buy it and have it shipped to you if you really wanted something.
oh yeah, you can have it shipped straight to your door too.
There you go. Don't even have to leave the house
I
to
think
get
they've
yourself a
done
drink.
the online thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. One of the other ones was there's a recipe that I found a while back for making your own Nuka Cola as well. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Did you look at
Which,
some
by
of
the way,
recipe?
the Blamco mac and cheese is actually bomb. I've tried it. It's really good.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to make the Blamco mac and cheese.
Definitely try it.
Yeah.
Volkir found a Fallout. What was it? Fallout recipe book.
Yeah.
A while back and sent me kind of a copy of it, and I've been trying out some of the
Recipes. I originally just thought it was going to be joke recipes, but they're actually real.
recipes, and they are really good.
Yeah. They're amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try. Like, if I do get the if I do want to do the sodas, I'm probably gonna buy myself a soda stream and literally just carbonate them.
Mm.
Like, make the
Yeah.
syrup, then add it to the water, carbonate it, chill it, and then try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of one of the best ways to go about it too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You might be able to
Find one of the old carbonating machines that would be a little cheaper than a soda stream specifically, but same concept.
Yeah.
Same machine, older version.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
different
easier
companies.
to refill.
They the ones that we're selling over, they're selling over here. The cylinder's a lot more cheaper now. They used to be really expensive, but they're quite cheap now. You just buy a cylinder,
Yeah.
and once you're done with it, you just either you either mail them back or you just take it into a store that you brought it from, and they'll just give you one for a little less. I think, can't quite remember, but it was a little bit more cheaper if you buy a cylinder and then you take it.
It's probably going to be roughly the same as what they do over here. If you bring in an empty cylinder, it's a small fee, but they just take your cylinder and give you the full one.
Yeah, swap and go
as a replacement.
Is there a decarbonator? I don't know. Most people decarbonator.
I actually have an answer to that. If you ever want to decarbonate something, first pour it into a relatively wide container, not like a glass, but like a bowl.
Oh.
Take a straw or a spoon or like a butter knife, and set it in there and stir it a little bit. Then let it set for like 2 minutes.
Ah, yeah.
It completely kills all of the carbonation in whatever you're.
Andy said, aren't you allergic to bees?
I don't know, actually. I know there's a lot of members of my family who are deathly allergic to them.
Yeah,
one of which being my cousin got stung by a bee when he was like 10.
Oh.
And he nearly didn't survive it.
Yeah, you may want to, if you go near a beehive, take an EpiPen with you, just in case.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things is I really want to keep bees, but I don't know if I'm allergic to them, and it's one of those, if I ever do manage to be able to, I'm gonna definitely have a stockpile of EpiPens just in case.
Yep, good idea, bud. Hello, Johnson, how you doing, bud? Hope you're doing good.
Hey, Johnson.
Yeah. It always amazes me how many species of bees there are. There are actually a few different species. I actually found out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
We actually have an interesting species of bee over here that can't sting you, don't have any stingers.
Yeah.
Barely able to fly, but do you know they are really, really good at it?
Hmm?
Digging.
Ah! I think we've got something similar to that over here.
It's essentially we call them sand bees over here.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Are they like...
They tend to create entire colonies under the sand.
Oh, yeah.
You tend to get them fairly often in deserts.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, we've got ones that dig into the dirt over here that are native to New Zealand. They're just this tiny little black bee. This is this little tiny thing that digs into the side of like somewhere in the dirt and make a nest in there. I think they're actually like the only bee that actually lives on its own or something. It's like a really bizarre one, actually. I can't remember the name of them either, though, but they're,
I'd have to look into that. Sand bees, the ones that we get over here, are this weird kind of black, and most bees are like honeybees are black and yellow.
Yeah.
Well, these guys are black and tan.
Whoa.
They are mostly tan, but have these little black stripes across them.
Yeah.
And they're really hard to see if they're on sand.
Oh, yeah. They kind of blend in. Do not step in the sand piles, be cautious. Dom Game says. Yeah.
I mean, sand bees are relatively harmless. They do bite, but the bite doesn't hurt very much, and all it does is itches for like a couple minutes after.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we also got bumblebees over here. They're kind of similar to sand bees in a way. They dig into the ground to make a little nest.
I know about bumblebees. We also have one over here that's, I don't know if it's, I don't know if it was originally from here, but we have these things called Carpenter Bees.
Oh. Yeah, I think I've heard of those.
Giant black bee.
Yep.
That can burrow into wood like 10 times faster than a termite could.
Dang.
Yeah. They are a hell of a thing to encounter, and they're just these gigantic black bees.
Oh, yeah? Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I've seen them about the size of a small Super Bowl.
Yeah, but don't. Yeah, Dongo says, yeah, but also do not hurt the bees. Yeah, we don't want to hurt them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're great pollinators
I mean,
of the of flowers and other fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, I'm kind of one of those people who's all for.
so long as they aren't trying to hurt me, I ain't trying to hurt them.
Exactly. Hmm. Yee. Oh.
Kind of the same way with spiders, even though I'll admit I'm terrified of spiders, but I tend to just kind of let them be unless they start encroaching on my territory.
Yeah.
So if they're outside, I'm fine with them being there. If they're trying to get in my house, no.
I don't mind the spiders that I occasionally get in the house, but they're only daddy long legs. They're not venomous. They're not harmful to humans.
2/3 of the spiders in California, like 2/3 of the spider species in California,
Poisonous.
are aggressive, and I think 3/4 of the 3/4 of the aggressive ones are either I think it's venomous or poisonous. I do believe it's venomous.
Oh yeah.
We have 3 species of spider over here, which is really that was so weird. I can't put up 3 fingers. 3 species of spiders over here that are relatively common can be lethal if they bite you.
Oh yeah.
And those being the brown recluse, the black widow, and I can't for the life of me remember the name of the other one, but
funnel spiders? No?
No, we thankfully do not have funnel webs. If we had funnel webs in this country, I'm fairly certain nobody would mind the fact that we kind of light the West Coast on fire every year.
Oh, yeah. A. Johnson said,
or more accurately, the West Coast.
83 degrees in Chicago, North Carolina, TU, and cool net. N-I-E-T? Cloudy. Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, that means it's a fairly hot day in North Carolina.
Oh.
I mean, not overly hot, but it's getting up there.
Okay.
Not quite to the hundreds, but not
exactly cool either.
I will probably be looking at getting a full fursuit made by the maker over here at some point soon.
You definitely got to let me see that when you have it done.
I will.
It would look adorable.
Yes. Yeah. And this fluff is still working on some stuff for me.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable bean.
I've actually almost got the I've been working on the tail. I've almost got it to a point where I've almost got it stitched to a point where I can start trying to get some fluff in it. I just need to find the fluff.
Okay. Some stuffing.
I have somewhere in my house. I have a gigantic bag of stuffing, but I don't know where it is.
I think it's in the garage. Which, if that's the case, it's gonna be gonna be fun finding it.
Oh well, if you can't find it, I'm sure you can find more somewhere. But I guarantee you, the second you buy more of it, you'll find the other bag of it. And go, that's where I goddamn put it.
That's exactly what happens. In fact, that's why I have so much of it. Is because that's always what happens.
So somewhere in Kit's garage is a big old bag of stuff, and yeah,
Yep.
he's gonna go have to try and dig through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably wind up finding it tomorrow. My garage isn't that big, so it's not that hard to dig through.
Oh, yeah, you just gotta move some stuff out of the way, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, give me 20, 30 minutes, I could find it.
Ah, yeah, and you'll probably find who knows what
So.
else.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, that's where I put that. I've done that a few times when I've gone through a garage or some other box or something. I've like, oh my god, I didn't even know I had that. Now I do.
I just realized I set my controller down once, and my paw decides to go and do the gay thing. Just the, hi. Eh.
I've been putting it in Google Translate. It comes up with LOL, and it's 83 degrees in Charlotte, North Carolina. Do you? And not you, and you don't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Dom.
Yeah.
Me. Oh, I should probably look at getting, I'm gonna probably end up, 3D printing some fursuit head bases and making one
Nice.
just for the hell of it. Like, I was looking at
Yeah.
some last night with my friend, and one of them was like a synth
I
head,
mean, yeah.
and they looked pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be amazing.
Now I kind of want to see a synth version of Volk.
That I
That
could
would look
easily do.
adorable.
Because I could easily get the green filament and use that
Yeah.
stuff to do most of the head, and then paint the rest, any part that I want, with a bit of spray paint red, then put some clear coat over it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I'm suddenly getting a bunch of ideas for what could be done with a synth head to make it look more synth,
Oh
if
boy.
that makes any sense.
Yeah. I may end up getting a different 3D printer at some point so I can do TPU filament, so rubbery stuff that flexible.
Nice.
Because that stuff's really useful for making like compliant, non-compliant mechanical devices. Things like that normally, like you can make all kinds of really cool tools and stuff. So think of something that you
Nice.
could make that would normally you would have to make out of multiple pieces that would join together and use like a hinge or some kind of bearing or something. Yeah.
I can think of a couple things.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever do need anything, but in terms of like 3D printing, I'm always there for that. Yeah.
Cool. It's one of the things I actually kind of want to learn how to do. So eventually, if I can manage to get enough money together, I'm gonna try to get myself a 3D printer at some point.
Well, now that I'm getting you a GPU, you don't have to worry about getting that. So that's one thing off the list. If I can't get it to you,
Yeah.
what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm going to put it up for sale for a few $100. And I'm just going to give you the money.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you.
Well, it'll be a good start for you to get your own GPU, and especially if you can find one on the second-hand market for a similar price as to what I've got. Then
Yeah.
yeah, because the GPU that I've got, those ones are pretty old, and you'll probably find a heap of them because of the crypto mining drop and people crypto mining. A lot of people are dropping their old crypto mine rings. You'll probably be able to get one from an X rig or something for quite a decent price.
Probably.
Yeah.
Given the fact that the state I live in is known for tech, I could probably wind up finding one at like a Fry's, like Fry's Electronics,
Oh, yeah.
fairly easily, and they'd probably be like around $100.
They like a
like max.
they're like a second-hand shop or something.
Oh no, it would be considered brand new, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
Fry's Electronics is one of those stores that carries a lot of old electronics.
Oh, yeah, old
Things that
stock.
are still being used but not quite new.
Oh, yeah, new old stock and stuff like that, I guess.
Yeah, it's where I usually go to get the parts for my computers, regardless. So
Yeah, fair
The only
enough.
problem is there's not a fries around here anymore.
Oh.
Gotta find a new fries.
New fries.
Yes, apparently these ones got stale. We need new fries.
I feel like my mum can't make a good fursuit head for me. She made me a corgi head, but it doesn't look like a corgi, Andy just said. Yeah.
I mean, regardless if it was made by your mom, definitely something that you should consider special.
Yeah.
But I mean, something's better than nothing.
True. True. I
Besides-
started off with just
besides, have
what
you-
I made.
Well, yeah. Besides, have you ever seen how many different kinds of? Well, actually, you know what? I was gonna say there are a couple different looks to a corgi, but there's really not. Different fur patterns, maybe, but
Corgis are kind of universal.
Yeah. Back and pactual cold fronts have weather all down direct weather channel. Jeepers creepers. Lots of rain and wind, I guess. Gee.
Hold on, I wonder, can I do this?
Yeah.
hey, this is crooked.
There we go. I can see you guys.
Oh, that is so weird to try to do, lining up these hands instead of these ones.
Oh boy, yeah. Can be a little bit weird sometimes.
I just found out how to clap.
I literally have to be knocking on my
Wrist like it's the front door.
Yep. Oh,
You sound tired.
oh, I had quite a few long days yesterday, and last night were quite busy. We had quite a bit of fun.
Oh yeah, I figured that much.
Yeah.
You need a good cup of coffee.
I don't drink coffee. Yeah, too bitter for me.
I have to introduce you to the way I used to make coffee.
Hmm?
I've had people complain coffee's too bitter. So one of the things I would introduce them to is a special type of coffee that I tend to make occasionally, which is take essentially concentrated espresso, which is the bitter part,
Yeah.
and then add that to a ton of milk.
I'm not really much of a fan of milk either. That's the other problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, then that wouldn't be a good idea regardless.
Yeah. I just don't really care much for coffee. Yeah. With fursuits, I
Irish tea
think
then,
more the thought that counts. I tried once and had to do. It's hard to do. Yes, it definitely takes a lot of skill to make a fursuit. Like,
It-
yeah.
It does.
I mean, personally, I assemble suits occasionally. I still can't do foam crafting.
Mm.
I really suck working with foam.
Oh well. Hey, bud, you try.
I do. It's one of the reasons why I do the pre-made foam things.
Yeah, fair enough. There are a lot of people who make pre-made fursuit head bases, both 3D printed, foam, acrylics, and other such substances. And you just go find the one that you suits
One of
you.
these days, I need to introduce you to.
One of these days, I need to introduce you to Beta.
Oh, okay.
Or correction, not Beta, Alpha.
Alpha. Yes.
It was my first attempt at a fursuit head. It looks a little bit like Nightmare Fuel.
Oh well, you tried.
I did.
Yeah.
It was an interesting attempt too.
Hmm.
It was back when I was a teenager.
Okay.
I still have it somewhere.
Oh well, it's your first one. You'll probably find it somewhere. You know what you could
Yep.
do? If you really wanted to, you
Hmm.
could maybe retry and remake it.
That's the thing. I never got it past it. This was back.
Hmm?
This was back when fursuit heads were not so light. They were made out of denser materials, like it was made using a old skeleton design.
So it was like an
Oh.
old 90s, early 2000s type.
Fursuit it's a head design, which was really bulky and really.
Hmm.
I never got it past the skeleton,
Oh. Okay.
and hence why it's a little bit nightmare fuel.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was bad at foam crafting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have thought about just buying a pre-made foam if I wanted to make one from foam, but for now I'm just going to use 3D printing because I've got my own 3D printer.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to make a synth head at some point. Yeah. I'm thinking of the material I want to use for the actual like hood, and there's various materials that I may use, and one of them might be if I can find some. You know the wetsuit material? Almost like that. So it looks almost like the same kind of like almost like a rubber almost, but it'll breathe a bit better than obviously rubber would.
I was gonna say, if
Yeah.
you were looking for something that is breathable but really looks kind of like the
Synth like skin almost.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say looks a little bit like the wetsuit material, lycra.
Lycra.
Or
Yes.
lycra or spandex, one of the two.
Yes.
Either
That
lycra or
stuff.
spandex, one of the two.
That stuff's
Yeah,
also really easy
I
to
actually
stitch
have.
using for sewing machines.
Yeah, I have a bodysuit of it somewhere around the house.
Oh yeah.
If you ever wind up in a desert, if you have a bodysuit made of lycra, it makes living so much easier.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I can go out in 105, 106 degree weather in that thing, and I'd be perfectly fine. I wouldn't feel too hot.
Cool. Yeah.
As opposed to going out in that in a t-shirt. Don't do that.
Yeah. My first and only attempt at a fursuit was pure nightmare fuel, and it had those Halloween ping pong ball eyes and an old raggedy craft fur stapled on after because I followed
Oh,
no
no.
tutorials. Oh gosh. Oh no.
I mean, realistically, I remember the old days when it came to
Suit making, when there weren't any real big suit makers and everybody just kind of made their own.
Yep.
There were some monstrous looking suits.
Oh gosh.
There were some really good ones.
Images.
There were some really good ones, but there were some really, really terrifying looking ones too. But the
Yep.
thing is, I kind of prefer that to everybody looking kind of samey, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. No uniqueness.
Yeah. Plus, it's actually how we got things like Smiley Boys, which is a type of fursuit, type of fursuit head.
Oh.
Smiley Boys are the ones that they have the really toothy, really, really high grin.
I think
That
I see the
almost looks
fursuit like that
Super
recently.
unnatural.
I've seen one
Yeah,
that looked like that recently on
those-
r/fursuits.
Yeah, those ones initially were caused by somebody making the mouth of their fursuit way too big,
Oh,
and
yeah.
somebody liked the design, so they took it. They took that idea and ran with it.
Huh, how about that? Hey,
Yeah.
Kit, who has the case of zoomies who are worse than you or Frost? Andy said.
You know what? I don't personally zoom too much anymore, sadly, because of my knees. So I'd have to give that one to Frost.
Frost can actually manage to run. If I try, you guys are going to hear some crackling noises.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
run very well anymore.
Yeah.
2 broken knees from like a decade ago.
Yeah. I'm going to get a husky fursuit made for you. Oh, made for you? I think I know that. I think I've seen that.
Made for You is a really good company.
I don't hear much about them, unfortunately, these days.
You don't, because they're one of the ones that sadly isn't doing so well.
Aww.
Mostly because of more for less.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, good, definitely a good choice, especially with huskies. I like the way they make their huskies. Also,
if you announce at any point that you're getting a husky fursuit anywhere on the Discord for my channel, you're probably going to hear somebody belt out the saying, "Curls rule the world."
God damn it.
So if you're a husky and you didn't know that saying already, well, curls rule the world.
Yeah, that's always something. And I'm gonna end up probably making something a bit more on the plush side of things. Once I get some plush stuffing, and then I'll be able to start work on that. Yeah. That'll be fun. Yeah.
That was a weird sensation.
Hmm?
My brain just tried to die on me for a second.
Oof.
I yawned to a point where I closed my eyes, and for some reason my brain stopped registering that I had the VR headset on.
Oh.
And when I opened my freaking eyes again, all I have is just dog head right next to me. Oh, that was weird. That was fun, but it was weird.
Oh yeah, it's something when you go when you've been in VR for a little while, and you just stand there and you look and you see these big paws. It's really surreal.
I know, right?
Yep.
Oh, no.
One of the things I really don't ever want to do, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to do it one of these days.
Because I know it's an experience I need to try.
Yeah.
Waking up in VR.
Oh gosh, that's something.
Which literally means at some point I'm going to have to fall asleep in VR.
Yeah, so you would need to have something to make sure your headset would be able to be powered the entire time.
I've got the power bank right next to my chair, and this chair, by the way, is comfy enough to sleep in. So,
oh yeah, just before you go to bed, put it on. Put yourself in a nice private
nice
instance.
little campfire style setting. Yeah.
And bingo.
And just hope to God that when I get up and in the middle of the night needing to go pee, that I remember there's actually a headset on me and I don't wind up clotheslining myself.
Ouch.
That would suck.
Don't hurt yourselves in VR, everyone. Let's try and not get hurt.
Yeah.
I am not.
Oh.
Dom Games said I'm not good in visual design because I do poorly in electronics on my own. Other than a little bit of digital art, I am prospecting making 3D things IRL and online, so I can't do crafts very well. I didn't start off that good with things like making my own 3D models, but I've gotten really good at making my own stuff now. It took me a little while. And everyone has a preferred program. Some programs are more simpler or more catered towards certain things. So if you're making say very basic 3D models for 3D printing or art or whatever, there's like something called 3D Builder on the Microsoft Store. There may be other ones out there as well for if you're using other software and all that. Depends on what you're doing though. Speaking of art, do you guys do commissions? If so, do you have any active starring of them? I'm good at 2D. Oh yeah. I do 3D stuff occasionally, and I occasionally do some digital art of my own Sona. I sometimes will make a bit of art.
Kind of the same.
Yeah.
Kind of the same.
I don't do digital though. I tend to. I'm an old man. I tend to do the old school version of
Doodling.
let's just get a piece of paper and draw.
Fair enough.
No, drawing.
Yeah, fair enough. It's all good. It's one way of just keeping your mind active and. Yeah.
Yep.
Andy made a dog bomb, right?
I believe so. I'd have to go look that up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah. I'll probably be able to do some videos on some of the stuff I do. I may end up doing a bit of a video on some of the things I make for like 3D printing and stuff. As I've gotten pretty good at it now with the basics. And I may also do a video on some other things as well. Yeah. And I also feel like
My
prank
nose
calling.
just decided to start getting drippy. Hold.
Okay, you take care of your nose. I may also do some videos on prank calling phone scammers now that I have a digital phone. Yeah.
That would be fun, but be very, very careful.
Spoofed numbers.
Spoofed numbers only make sure that they can't trace where the call's coming from, because
Yeah.
most people don't know this, but screwing with scammers is actually dangerous.
Yeah. It's why you use VPNs
Yeah.
and stuff, and no, this is not a segue to a VPN advertisement.
Yeah, no. Although that would be pretty bad. That would be pretty badass if one of the, you know how companies like NordVPN and all that are just, they're okay, but they're kind of,
I prefer Melvid.
And they tend to get expensive.
Melvid.
Well, yeah, no.
It's one I've been using.
That's one I've never even heard of, though. That's why I was saying it would be pretty cool if some of the smaller companies started, advertising through YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
It might get their business out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I use that one because, for one, it's not a subscription fee. You just buy the amount of time you need. And you can pay through not only through like PayPal and FPOS, you can pay through even like cryptos.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not much of a crypto person, but it's useful technology when used right. Yeah. Yeah.
I swear, I've been staring at this, what looks like a Rastafarian flag over here. I'm gonna go check out what this is.
I'll be right back.
Let's go take a look. Yep. Yep. There we go. He thinks he sees a
Oh, it's
flag.
a blender.
Yeah, it's a fruit juice thing.
That's trippy.
That's
trippy.
Yeah, because you're seeing the colours through each other and you get green, yellow, and
Yes.
red. The colours actually mix. That's kind of cool.
Ow, that was my water bottle.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh,
just decided it was going to, get in the way of my leg.
Yeah. Oh, the idea of a VPN isn't so much to block hackers, it's more or less just to make it hard to know where someone is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, hold on, really quick.
Hey, Volk. Hold still.
Yes?
Guess who?
Sorry, guys, I had to.
Yeah. I do use all kinds of things to make it harder for websites to use those dodgy pop-ups that normally try to get you to ring some phone number.
Yeah.
I normally will just have a thing that essentially stops them from being able to pop up as much or at all.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Pop-up blockers are definitely a thing.
Yep.
They're definitely a necessity.
Yeah, so I can literally go on any website that I go on, and if there's like something that's annoying me, I can just block that asset. It's just like I just open it, right click on the asset, and then just removes. Gone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like some annoying advertisement on like AliExpress. I'm like, no more. I don't need this. I don't need this 20-piece Hoover attachments kit. It's like, what am I gonna do with this? What I don't even have a Hoover. Like, if I need a vacuum cleaner attachment, I can make it with my 3D printer. That's just the sheer advantage of it. It's like, oh, I need a Hoover attachment for my Hoover. There it goes. Oh, you can probably even make your own camera parts for your cameras as well.
I mean, with a 3D printer, yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. You could attach it like a huge monstrous sized lens to your camera.
Well, yeah, no, it would be more of a, if I need a adapter, I could 3D print one.
Exactly.
Like if I need an adapter to put a bigger lens on a smaller lens.
Yep. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely would be a lot of fun to see what he can make. I bet he's got some pretty cool ideas. That's adorable. Bean can probably make some adorable, cool stuff as well.
Yeah.
I do think it would be kind of cool to yeah. I want to buy a 3D printer so bad. Yeah. Dom Games says I would recommend either one of the Enders because they normally are pretty cheap and also you get a decent sized printer from them and they're pretty easy to use. They also, it's really cheap to buy spare parts for something that has third party manufacturers of them. So you can buy a part that might cost about a lot less, or perhaps you can want to buy something that does a little bit different than what the original printer does. Yeah. Heck, there's even entire conversion kits that allow you to use the some of the Enders as laser cutters. That's a thing.
Wait, converting a 3D printer to a laser cutter?
Yep. You just get the laser head. You got to do a bit of, you got to refresh the BIOS on the computer. Add in change the extruder to a laser and all that. And bingo.
That would be really useful.
Oh boy, yes. You can emboss things into your into metal essentially, so metal and glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the few things that can cut into certain glasses is laser without breaking.
Yeah. That actually reminds me. I need to send you a video I found a little while ago of a dude literally giving himself a tattoo with a laser. Just
ow. Ouch. That would sting.
It didn't look like it hurt too terribly much, but
yeah.
It was also like 10. It was so fast. It was just
done.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah. Be careful with high-powered lasers, folks. You don't want to put a hole right through you.
No. This guy had been figuring out how to do this for years before he even attempted it.
Yeah, like practicing on a piece of pork skin, I guess.
Quite literally, he had mentioned in the initial video that he made that he had managed to cook quite a few different chunks of hamburger trying to figure out how to do this.
Well, that's one way to cook hamburger. What if there was a laser cutter 3D printer that auto cut the supports? That would be impressive, and I'd like to see how they'd manage that. Especially if they're internal prints, the internal supports. But you could easily do it on some external supports. Easily. But normally a lot of these supports on 3D prints, they just break away quite easily. And then there's 3D printers that have 2 extruder nozzles that allow you to print 2 different materials. And one of the materials that you can print is a PVA kind of solution that when it's exposed, PVA, yes, it's PVA, that when you expose it to water, it just dissolves. So you just throw your 3D print into some water, and it dissolves off all the support material.
Yep. Oh, by the way, have you ever by chance seen the movie Toy Soldiers?
Toy Soldiers?
Or Little Soldiers?
No. I'll have to look at that one.
Yeah, they had this really interesting thing that was kind of like a 3D printer, but what it did was it shot lasers into this kind of silicone gel that it would kind of just cut it out of the gel.
Oh, that's like a resin printer.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, because resin printers, they use like a solution that's a liquid, and when a laser hits it, it hardens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that actually might be what it was.
Yeah, it was most
But
likely
yeah,
resin
I've
printers.
always thought those looked really freaking weird. But pretty cool.
Oh yeah, resin printers can make very accurate prints. They just take a lot of work. They take like 10 times more work to use because once you've printed the piece, you've got to cure it in a UV chamber for a while.
Yep.
And once that's done, you will still need to probably put something on it to protect it from the UV sun, because otherwise it will brittle them. They'll actually get too brittle and shatter like glass, like sugar glass almost in a way. Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, I personally have to go get some food. I haven't eaten for the last 6 hours. So.
Hey, bud. Thank you for coming on. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Come here.
No.
Hugs.
No.
I really do wish I could have you here in New Zealand. Aww.
Kind of wish I could be over there, man. Also, nom the snoot.
It's great talking with you, mate. Really love it.
Anyways, my stomach is growling again.
Okay, bud.
Also, I just thought of that picture again. God dang it.
Spare ribs. You can always chat with me later on if you want.
Will do. Anyways, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming.
No problem. Also, I'm trying to remember how to... that was
stuff.
The jump button. How do I thing? How do I thing? That's how I thing. Bye-bye, everybody.
There he goes. Okay, guys. Thank you for coming today. Sorry again that it was a bit late with my stream. And everything. But I do appreciate you guys coming nonetheless. And big thank you to Kit for coming on. He is a great friend of mine. And go check his channel out. Kit the Solus. He is one of my good friends. And a good person to talk to if you ever need someone to chat. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate everything that you guys do. I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to probably upload a video next at some point. Yeah. Love you all. See you later. Bye, Johnson, and bye, Dom Games. You have a brilliant one. Bye. Bwap.